Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up.
Hello friends, and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video. In this video, we'll be discussing the skills and kit of Nero, the legendary new fighter that has been released with this event. And we'll talk about him and if he's good or not, and if he's worth of buying and purchasing from the mall. As we see, he's in the mall for you can get him for $50 after you get all of these. You need 5 of them, you get 50%, and he goes down to $50. Not as Flame Chun-Li, she goes to 30, but he goes to 50, more like a Sakura when the launch was there. He's originally $100 price tag, which is okay. The thing is with him, he's the second tank in the game that is a DPS, and he deals tons of damage. So he's second to Blanca in dealing damage as a utility unit that can tank and deal damage. So we're gonna go and talk about his skills and explain some stuff. I'll try to be as brief as possible, but I will explain everything for you to understand. There's something that I'll talk about it. It's the interval time, and I'll talk about it later. It's in his passive. So the Ghost Hand, this is the skill damage as his super, and it's single target. The Ghost Hand grabs the target, dealing damage equal to 585 and of his attack, and have 40% base chance to inflict silence. Base chance, it means it can be reduced by the enemy effect resistance, and it can be enhanced by him if he have more effect accuracy. When Demon Power is stacked 3 times, it changes to Extreme Impact. When Demon Power is stacked for 6 times, it changes to highest stacks. So Extreme Impact temporarily enters Majin form, which is the demon form, just to do the attack, and slashes the target for 4 times, dealing damage equal to 702 of attack. There's a 60% base chance to inflict silence for 3 seconds. Highest stacks temporarily enters and hit the target for 4 times in demon form, dealing damage equal to 702 and 60% base chance to inflict silence for 3 seconds, and deal extra follow-up. This follow-up will happen. Deal extra damage as 300% of his attack as true damage as AoE for the entire team. So when unleashing Ghost and Extreme and highest stacks, increase parry rate for 100%, and this is important because when he parry, it means he can counter back. This is his skill, and he counter back, he can heal himself, and he can deal more damage and do an extra attack. So when unleashing high stacks, if Demon Power is stacked 8 times, the final blow has 100% chance to inflict silence for 5 seconds. Chance, not base chance. It means 100% he's gonna deal silence no matter what the enemy have, and it will be for 5 seconds, which is an extra. It's good, not bad. His C1 slashes 2 times consecutively, dealing damage equal to 210 of his attack. Obtain 1 stack of Demon Power after unleashing. Parry power increases by 12% for 12 seconds after using. That's good. We need that parry. At 3 or more stacks of Demon Power, changes the attack type, increasing damage by 40%, which is good. Demon Power, each stack increases damage by 5% and parry rate by 12%, stacks up maximum to 8 times. Now his C2 strikes the target 5 times, dealing damage equal to 605 of his attack. After unleashing, obtain 1 stack of Demon Power. Each strike has a 20% base chance to add 1 stack of Burn, so he's good with fire teams. He adds Burn, which is good. Increase damage to 695% of his attack. Obtain 1 extra stack, so 2 stacks of Demon Power. Now his passive. He have a trigger skill. When he parry, he triggers a counter back. Deal damage equal to 350% of his attack, and it has a trigger interval. You need to understand this for 15 seconds, and I'll tell you why. After Nero launches a normal attack, has a 40% chance to obtain 1 stack of Demon Power. Demon Power also enhances normal attacks. When Demon Power stacks 2, 4, 6 times, normal attacks, it trigger a second attack, which is great for improving your DPS. So at level 2, recovers 15% of his max HP when a counter attack is triggered, which is perfect for him as tanking for survivability. When counter attack is triggered, obtain 1 stack of Demon Power, more attack, more power, more parry. When counterback, here's the 15 seconds that I want to talk about. When a counterback is triggered, Parry power increased by 25% for 15 seconds. So he will gain parry more for 15 seconds, and he will parry more and survive more, but he won't trigger another counter back while he have this buff for 15 seconds, because sadly his counter back has an interval for 15 seconds. So as soon as he as he counter back, this triggers and the 15 seconds starts, and the 15-second countdown starts here. When this hits zero, see, he doesn't benefit from the 25%. I hope they fix this and they do something to include it as an optimization skill for him to get more parry and trigger another counter back. He will be even better. He will be higher on my rank list if this changed. Anyway, let's stop talking about this. Let's talk about his EX move. Increases parry rate by 40% for 8 seconds when entering the battle. Just when entering the battle. That's for that. So his assist skill at +5. When the assisted target unleashes a combo 1 stack of demon power to maximum of 3 stacks. So they will obtain 1 stack, and every time maximum for 3 times. Then they will have 15% more damage or more attack, and they will have a 12 times 3. It means a 36% parry, which is good. You can add him on top of a tank. It will help him a lot, especially if you have OG Zangief. This will make him unbelievably good. If you have Honda, it will increase his survivability. Abel, he doesn't need him, but it helps, so he can parry and they can't remove his shield. At +10, each ally killed grant 2 stacks of demon power, which is good for him for his survivability if your teammate died. At +20, each successful parry grants a shield equal to 30% of his attack, and this is for 3 seconds. And this is big and huge for him to survive. So each successful parry grants him a shield, but it's for 3 seconds. It's good. It's better than having it for 1 second. I wish it was for 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 8 seconds. It will be amazing. It will actually make him one of the best characters in the game, especially this one, the +20. Now, at +30, increases parry rate by 60% for 8 seconds when entering the battle. Again, I find it useless. Gain 3 stacks of demon power when the effect ends. And that's the good part of this. It's after 8 seconds it ends, he gained 3 stacks. This is what makes it good. Now his scars. When a counter back is triggered, the parry rate of the allies increased by 40%, and their parry power increased by 18% of Nero's attack for 15 seconds, which is more survivability for the whole team, what makes him a good tank also. When counterback is triggered, the crit damage of all allies is increased by an extra 12% for 18 seconds, stacks up 4 times. And this is actually good. For 18 seconds, a counterback, it means he can do it 2 times only, and it can stack only 2 times, not more. He can't counterback back to back. He has... This is what I think that the devs are not paying attention when they write these skills. They need to pay more attention for these. They put for his trigger skill an interval for 15 seconds, and then they tell you if it stacks 4 times, and this is impossible to be. Mathematically, it's impossible. Like, I don't get it. Let's read it. Maybe I'm wrong. Trigger skill. Parrying, trigger counterback, dealing damage equal to blah blah blah. Trigger interval 15 seconds. So every 15 seconds you can counterback. It's not always. And here it says every counter attack gives you this extra damage, crit damage by 12% for 18 seconds, and stacks up to 4 times. It will never stack up to 4 times. There's no condition that removes counterback or tell you he will counterback more often. So that's it for Nero. I don't know if you find me mistaken, or if you tested him and you have something else. Please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. If you didn't, I thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fly, time to fly.